So I already told about the parasympathetic ganglions and head neck phase. I already told this much thing, and four ganglions: ciliary ganglions, pterygopalatine ganglions, sphenopalatine ganglions, or same thing, otic ganglions, and also submandibular ganglions. So now I'm going to talk about each and every detail on. I already told about the topographic nerve, functional nerve, etc., etc. Now let's talk about the ciliary ganglion. Let's start with the ciliary ganglion. All right, so ciliary ganglion. Okay, so the things which is required here to know that what is the location of ciliary ganglion. First of all, the location. Okay, and nerve relation of ciliary ganglion. So first talk about the location of ciliary ganglion. All right, so rough idea I am giving that the ciliary ganglion, this is located in your orbit near the apex. So let's talk about the detail about the location of ciliary ganglion. This is a parasympathetic ganglion present in your head neck face region. The topographic nerve related to this ciliary ganglion is your nasociliary nerve. All right, so let's talk about its appropriate location. Okay, so here you can see the skull from the above. Okay, so you can see here the skull from the above, the superior view of the skull. I think you can identify this thing. This is nothing but the foramen magnum. All right, and these things are also, this is the foramen rotundum. You can see, yes, here you can see the foramen ovale here. Okay, foramen spinosum here. And what is this? This is the sella turcica, where pituitary is present. This is the sella turcica, pituitary present within this cavity. And you can see also the superior orbital fissure. Actually it is not seen here properly. Superior orbital fissure, which is located on the lesser wing of sphenoid. Okay, this is the sphenoid bone totally. This is the lesser wing of sphenoid. This is also the lesser wing of sphenoid. Okay, and this is the frontal bone. I'm writing if this is the frontal bone. Okay, and what is this? This is the cibriform plate of ethmoid. Okay, cibriform plate of ethmoid and cristagella here. So cibriform plate of ethmoid, I'm writing E. So now if you cut and remove the frontal bone, you can see what the structures below the frontal bone is orbit. So you cut and removed the frontal bone, and you can see the orbit from superior view now. Okay, so let's imagine this is your orbit below the frontal bone. Here is your orbit, you can see. And what is this? There is your superior orbital fissure. Previously I already told you the superior orbital fissure here. This is the orbit. And what is this? This is the superior orbital fissure. More precisely I am drawing this thing. So yes, you cut and remove the frontal bone, and here you can see the superior orbital fissure in the lesser wing of sphenoid on both sides. Yes, this is your orbit. And obviously within orbit you have your eyeball. This is eyeball. Okay, and what is this? This is the optic nerve. This is eyeball. This is the optic nerve. All right, so this is below the frontal bone. You cut and remove the frontal bone, and then you can see the superior view of the orbit. And in the orbit you can see the eyeball, optic nerve, and one muscle also. This is one muscle is lateral rectus. This is the lateral rectus muscle. This is the lateral rectus muscle. Okay, your ciliary ganglion is just located. Your ciliary ganglion is just located where? Here. Here is your ciliary ganglion. Yellow colored structures. You can see here this structure. This structure is your what? This is your ciliary ganglion. So you can say your ciliary ganglion is present. It is present in between. It is present in between. It is present in between lateral rectus and optic nerve. Okay, it is present in between lateral rectus muscle and optic nerve. Okay, and it is also anterior to your superior orbital fissure. This is the superior orbital fissure. Okay, in the lesser wing of sphenoid, it is anterior to superior orbital fissure, and this portion is this portion of superior orbital fissure is medially located towards the midline. So medial to the anterior to superior orbital fissure. Which part of superior orbital fissure? The medial part of superior orbital fissure. It is actually, this ganglion is actually located 1 centimeter anterior, 1 centimeter anterior to superior orbital fissure. Which part? Medial part of superior orbital fissure. Okay, so what is the location of your ciliary ganglion? Once again, this is your eyeball, optic nerve, and this is your lateral rectus muscle. Okay, this is your ganglion, and what is this? This is the superior orbital fissure. So the ciliary ganglion is located where? It is located in between the optic nerve and lateral rectus muscle, and it is also located anterior to how much anterior? It is 1 cm anterior to medial part of superior orbital fissure, and it is also near the apex of the orbit. This is the base of the orbit, this much portion, and this is the apex of the orbit, near the apex of orbit. All right, so this is the exact location of your ciliary ganglion. This is one previous AIMS question. Okay, what is the location of ciliary ganglion? Ciliary ganglion is located in between the lateral rectus, or lateral rectus present laterally and medially, optic nerve, and optic nerve is medial. Okay, so this is the image based discussion. Then I'll talk about I'll write everything in notes. Okay, all right. So now you can see also other diagrams. Yes, this diagram. Yes, here also this diagram. You can see here, this is the orbit. Okay, this is the orbit. You can see this is the orbit, and this is the apex of the orbit. This much portion is the apex of the orbit. All right, and here you can see the optic nerve. Here the optic nerve is this one. This one is the optic nerve. Here you can see here the optic nerve. Yes, this is the optic nerve. I am writing ON. And also you can see one muscle is not seen here. This is the ciliary ganglion. You can see this is the ciliary ganglion, which is lateral to the optic nerve. All right, and yes, in this picture you can see it clearly that this is the optic nerve. You can see optic nerve here, and lateral rectus muscle also. Yes, this is the lateral rectus muscle, and this is the optic nerve, and this is the ciliary ganglion, which is present in between lateral rectus and optic nerve, near the apex of the orbit, All right, so this is the location. So lateral to the ciliary ganglion, your lateral rectus muscle. Medial to the ciliary ganglion, it is optic nerve. Okay, and it is located near the apex. All right, so that's the location of ciliary ganglion. Now let's talk about the course of the pathway of the ciliary ganglion. So in this diagram you can see this is the ciliary ganglion. Okay, this is the ciliary ganglion. Now the ciliary ganglion, it has three roots. Okay, it has three roots. Ciliary ganglion, it has three roots. One sensory root, one functional or parasympathetic motor root, one is sympathetic root. All right, you can see three root here. Okay, are you appreciating three root here? 1, 2, 3 root. Okay, and the outputs from the ciliary ganglion, these are the outputs from the ciliary ganglion. Collectively they are forming short ciliary nerve. Are you appreciating? Okay, so obviously your ciliary ganglion, it has one topographic nerve. This topographic nerve is forming your sensory component. Okay, this topographic nerve forming your sensory component. And who is this topographic nerve for ciliary ganglion? This is your nasociliary nerve. All right, this is your nasociliary nerve. and one sympathetic plexus across the internal carotid artery, or more precisely sometimes it is also ophthalmic artery. From ophthalmic artery, sympathetic plexus, it's also coming into the ciliary ganglion or input of ciliary ganglion. And obviously the parasympathetic ganglion is third, oculomotor nerve. Actually the parasympathetic fibers running with oculomotor nerve, that is Edinburgh, coming from Edinger-Westphal nucleus. All right, so let's discuss these things also now. So